Happy New Year, everybody. Today is Friday, January 1st, 2021. We made it through 2020, not unscathed, but we made it. And this is my first video of the year, and I'm going to upload it today because I want to put these naked or unembellished journals in my shop today for Happy New Year's. So I have 5 Reader's Digests journals that I really enjoyed making. I enjoyed matching up the fabrics and trims and decorating the covers, making the covers, and then just putting an eclectic mix of pages within the journals. They are blank. There is no embellishment in the pages. Is this one upside down? I think I have them all upside down, but that's okay. Kind of hard to tell with a Reader's Digest cover. So I'm going to name them by color. They will be in one listing with a drop-down box. This one is yellow and peach. It has this really pretty fabric on the spine and some grosgrain ribbon. They all have 3 signatures, and I believe there are 11 folded pages, so 44 pages within one signature, so 44 times 3. Most of the insides I lined with scrapbook paper. There is one that had a decoration on the inside and I didn't cover it, and I cut out the ex libris from the original book and glued it into the inside cover. Some of the pages, the scrapbook papers, are double-sided, and those are from Stampin' Up, and they're called Pressed Flowers. I've had this pack for a while, and I thought this would be a good opportunity to use some of those papers. And there's a little short ledger page, some gift wrap, this architectural graph paper. This is a planner page, and it's folded in half, so it's quite a big one. And it has pretty roses on the top. A sheet of tea-dyed paper, stationery. There's a variety of stationery pages, scrapbook paper, graph paper, and a page from one of my furniture books, and a 6x6 sheet. They're either Prima or Bo Bunny. There's both in this book, in these journals I should say. And this is an envelope from some vintage stationery, and I put a page inside each envelope. This one goes with the envelope. Some of them I didn't have matching paper, so I just put a blank sheet in them. So there is lots of journaling space. And the rest of the signatures follow a similar pattern. There's some plain scrapbook paper there, wrapping paper, lined paper, stationery. This is from a book or magazine. And this is Bo Bunny 6x6. And then there are some pages from my large, beautiful book about fashion from a Japanese museum. Here's another stationery envelope with a matching stationery inside. And then I'll just quickly go through the third signature. Here's more wrapping paper. And instead of coffee dyed paper, this one is pink dyed paper. This one is cardstock, and it is, I think this is Prima, not positive. And from a book, this is a map. And this is one of the envelopes. It's a really pretty envelope inside, but I didn't have the paper. I think that maybe the paper that matched it was just a plain paper, but I put a blue sheet in there. Oops. That one is just laying loose. And then on the back of each one is a library pocket and a card, just a plain one. I did put my signature there. And I like to decorate these envelopes. I would cut something there and put it there, or do a little collage or something, but I wanted you to be able to do that, so I left that plain. And I do have these envelopes with cards in my shop, if you like those. They're brand new ones, they're not vintage. I think this should have been sewn into the signature. I'm just going to include it in the book. You can put that wherever you want. Before I show you the other covers, I will show you that each journal will come with a pack of embellishments and cards and things you could use as pockets, since I didn't include any of those in the book. So they're all different but very similar. This envelope. This is just a scrap paper that I cut and then put a thumb hole in. That could be a pocket. I'm not sure if the size is right. You might have to trim it. Little memo sheets that are decorative. Here's a little tag. Guest checks, a grid index card, a plain manila tag, a plant card, recipe card, a couple of recipe cards, a jar. So all of the kits have a lot of these items, most of these items. There's just a wallpaper piece that I had punched this out, and I gave you the negative, some butterflies, a number, a tag, another negative, a little bit of a book page or a dictionary page, a wallpaper punched out piece, and some little bits, a couple tiny tags, little die cuts, little stamped pieces. So you get quite a bit in your little packet, and everybody gets something very, very similar to this. Well, I can't open it. All right, so this one was yellow and peach. This one is seafoam. There's the Ex Libris, and this is the one I didn't put scrapbook paper on because it had this botanical design on it. I love this vintage green fabric, and I put on the outside of this one a piece of vintage patchwork and a seafoam satin ribbon, some gimp on the inside. This one is the only one that has trim on the inside because I didn't cover up this raw edge with another piece of paper. So it's got the same kind of papers inside. This one has a gorgeous rose on the envelope and the stationery piece. So they do have different book pages from different books. Variety of stationery. This beautiful envelope here, and that just has a plain pink paper inside, but I love that. And this one has Monet's water lilies on the inside, and then a muted stationery sheet with that image on it. This one will be called Green and Gold because it has gold colored flowers, and I love this piece of I think it's an upholstery fabric or curtain fabric, and I put paper on the inside, and that's the Ex Libris. The Ex Libris shows you what the color of the original end paper was. That has the rose and the Monet. And this one is called Blue and Pink. They're very pale pastel blues and pinks. The fabric is a seersucker or plissé. I think it's seersucker. I don't really know what the difference is. But it's got pink and blue turquoise flowers. Isn't that pretty? Instead of an envelope in the center of this one, it has a fold-a note piece, and it features nasturtiums and dandelions, and it says Herbs of Colonial Williamsburg. I love nasturtiums, so I thought that was really pretty. the Monet. And then lastly is Raspberry. This one has worn edges. It's not worn through. The book board isn't showing, but it's just worn. But I love this color. And I have a vintage sheet on the spine of that one and some gingham ribbon. Has the rose envelope in the middle. Has that pretty floral. And then this one, we haven't seen that one yet. And it's got nope, it doesn't have matching stationery. I used to have matching stationery to that envelope, but I must have used it in other journals because I didn't have it anymore. All right, so let's just do a quick review. We have yellow and peach, seafoam, green and gold, blue and pink, and raspberry. So these are in my shop when you see this video, and I think this is a great way to start the year. Of course, you won't get them right away. I don't know. The shipping for journals seems to go faster than the envelopes that I ship, like the padded envelopes and things. So I don't think you'll have to wait too long, but I can't guarantee that because the post office is such a mess right now, and I feel so bad for the postal workers. But these are blank journals for you to do with as you wish. You can use them as glue books. There's plenty of writing space, so you can write in them and then glue on the pages that you can't write on if you want to. Whenever you want. These are blank canvas for you to make your own. Oh, I was going to say, I don't have them with me. I have a picture selected to put on the front, but I'm not going to add it. I'm going to send it. So if you want to add it to the front of the cover, you can glue it on. And I was going to show you what pictures I had selected for each journal, but forgot about that. So they'll be in your packet too. Thank you so much for watching, and let's have a great 2021, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.